Are you ready?
I'm ready. Hey, we are bringing you the 20 questions that you've asked us.
In the last few videos, last year, you guys have asked questions. 20 questions in 20 minutes. Ready?
Can we do it?
I think we can do it. But we just wanted to say welcome here. Welcome to 2020. Yeah. It's going to be a fabulous year.
If you haven't subscribed,
we always
please
forget
subscribe.
To say
that. Click the like button if you like this, and also leave below in your comments if we have not covered your question.
Yes.
Put your question down below. We want
right.
to get to it down the road.
And some of these questions have longer answers, and if there are longer answers and we've already talked about them in other videos, we will be linking those in the description below, so go ahead and check out that description.
Yeah.
And I think we're ready to roll.
I think so. Why don't you start the clock?
Let's do it. All right, we're starting the clock for 20 minutes and go. First question.
What type of rig are we in?
We are in a 28-foot vintage motorhome. Bessie is a 1993. She is a Monterey by Cobra.
Yep, Chevy engine, less than 50,000 miles on it when we bought it.
Yep.
Just a year ago, a year and a half ago.
Yeah, and Monterey by Cobra, there aren't very many of those out on the market. So we are actually very thankful to have this awesome rig. Question number 2.
Do memberships help with rent?
Yes, they do. So we have a 1,000 Trails membership.
Yes.
That helps us stay in parks for, we'll talk about how long we can stay in the parks in a minute. They do help with rent because we pay that monthly fee, or you can pay it annually, and it makes a huge difference in how much we spend on campgrounds.
Well, this question came up because we did a year in review and we talked about our rent. We basically spend $385 per month on rent. And
Yes,
we'll get to more detail on that in a minute.
We'll tell you what our rent includes in a few minutes. All right, we gotta go. Next question, number 3.
How often do you move? Does that affect fatigue?
Yes, we move. Okay, when we're moving fast, so if we're moving every day or 2 days or even every 3 or 4 days and we consistently do that, we get really tired. There's definitely a fatigue that sets in.
Yeah.
So we try hard not to move that quickly all the time. We will do that when we're transitioning or repositioning from one area to another area. Like let's say from Canada and we want to just get down to where it's nice and warm. We'll do a bunch of days back to back like that. It's exhausting.
I look forward to a 2-week park scenario.
Yes, 2 weeks at a time is about right. We don't usually stay longer than 2 weeks unless we're actually like work camping or really settling in for a long time. But normally it's between 4 days and 2 weeks is usually what we do.
Do you spend a lot of time overnight at Walmart parking lots? The answer is yes.
It's definitely not our favorite place to camp or to stay overnight, but it's super convenient. When we are on those repositioning days, just to zip into a Walmart, stay overnight, and get going the next day is awesome. Walmart actually has really good upload and download speed, so sometimes we will specifically stay at a Walmart parking lot so that we can go inside, get our groceries, get all that stuff done, and get some videos uploaded or take care of that kind of business. That didn't happen very well. All right, number 5. Here we go.
The mail must be a bad.
The mail must be the worst, is what the comment was.
That's the comment, and the answer is yes, it is the worst.
Sometimes it's a pain in the neck.
All of our home mail that comes to our home address, either it gets put in an envelope and sent to us, it waits until we get back, or somebody transports it down to us, like just happened in December.
That was awesome. Our daughter came
excellent.
down to visit us for Christmas, and she brought us a big pile of mail, which was great.
And she can also filter through it and say, oh, these are the ones you want.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But we also try to get Amazon packages, sometimes a package from Singapore and a package out of Alabama. And that's hard because sometimes you're getting a package sent to you and you don't know what method of transport that the shipping company that they're going to use. And then you find out after the fact and you go, oh, this isn't going to work. Because the mailbox, the post office general delivery may not receive your package.
So that's a good tip for you guys. If you are on the road, call ahead to the post office to make sure that general delivery will accept your package.
Yeah.
And let them know who's shipping it. If it's DHL or if it's FedEx, they may not accept those packages. Campgrounds don't accept packages all the time.
We had to change.
Sometimes they will. So it takes a lot of sort of planning ahead to say, where do I want this thing shipped to at this time on this date, so I'm in that place. It is a pain.
And we had a FedEx shipment to us, and we had to get online and change the delivery address because we were sending it general delivery and it wasn't going to work.
Yeah, exactly. All right, question number 6.
Cost of living myths.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one. So you go ahead and take this one away.
All right. So we had a subscriber. We won't use any names, but last name is Deuce. And he said, well, it's the same cost of living anywhere you are. Your groceries, your gas,
your insurance,
all of those costs are the same. And I'm like, no,
not true.
Not true at all. First of all, eggs.
Kent's on his egg rant again.
In Edmonton, it costs 25 cents for one egg at the grocery store. And we went across the line to Montana, and we could buy 5 eggs for US 25 cents. You do the math, it's not the same.
It is not. Cost of living is very different per state, per province. Countries are different.
And tax at the till also. Yeah. Now, I just had a friend of mine, I don't know if he's a good friend, but anyways, he is in Texas, and he just sent me a text message saying, look at the price of 1 gallon of regular gas, $1.88. So
how much is it in California? Like $3?
$4.
$4? Yikes.
So
okay, that makes a big difference.
If you're in a different place, your cost of living is different.
Yeah, it will definitely be different. So
there, I hope I displaced some of those myths.
Question number 7. Question is, $385 a month, are you referring to gas for your vehicle? So does that $385, that's our number
for
that
rent.
We have paid over the last 12 months.
Yeah.
Let's say for our first 12 months of RVing for what we call rent. And yes, the answer to that question is that does include fuel for Bessie. So and
propane.
Yes, fuel for driving, propane for heat, all that kind of stuff.
Living accommodations.
It includes our camping fees. I think that's all it included, basically. It did not include groceries. It did not include insurance and maintenance, that kind of thing. It included what we would consider utilities.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, it does include the fuel for the vehicle. Yes, we love it. We love that $385 a month is what it costs for us to live.
Are you staying at locations monthly or longer?
Right. That question was related to that question number 7. And no, we actually don't. Like we said, we travel about between 4 days and 2 weeks, unless we're work camping. So there are times of the year where we will stay for a month or longer. But even then, we try and get out to those mountains and go camping on the weekends and on our days off. So
we may stay in an area for a month.
That's a good point. That's true. We're not necessarily doing a whole bunch of travel. We don't go, coast to coast every season. So that makes a difference.
I got a tip for you. If we were in 1,000 trails and we had to go out of the system for 7 days, and we stayed at a casino parking lot, it was great. But twice we went back to the 1,000 trails, did our dump and had showers, and then left and back to the casino. And so we actually used 1,000 Trails membership to do our dump services.
Yeah, and they're totally good with that because we are members. So we can't stay in the park because we're within the stay out of the park. Anyway, there we go. That's a good tip for you. Use your 1,000 Trails membership wisely. All right, we are at 7 minutes and 10 seconds.
Go. Can we estimate the cost of insurance, food, maintenance, and entertainment? No.
We actually can't. That's such an individual thing as far as per person. I mean, your insurance is going to be different depending on your age, what kind of vehicle you drive, what is your driving record. Your travel insurance is going to be different for each person.
The type of rig you buy depends on your maintenance.
Yeah, exactly. How old is it? Is it going to need tires right away or not till later? Are you going to have major breakdowns? Do you have a truck and trailer versus a motorhome?
Yeah.
Entertainment, again, is also very personal. I mean, Kent and I don't spend a lot of money. We never go out for dinner unless we're treated out for dinner.
Well, we have.
And actually, that's not true. We do go out for dinner occasionally, but it's not a normal thing for our life. Other people, they're foodies. They go out for dinner all the time. That's their thing. That's what they love to do.
And then entertainment, well, you could buy a $200 ticket or not.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's in your hands too.
One thing we will say though is we do buy a national park pass because we love to go hiking and check out all those national parks. So we do make sure we have that included in our budget. One
more disclaimer is that if you are on medication, that's going to completely change your numbers. Number 2, all of our groceries we have to buy that are celiac friendly.
Yeah, so that makes our grocery
that changes
bill
all of our numbers too
as well. So
it's very
those
specific.
Things are personal. Sorry, we can't give you the numbers on that because there's no point because what your numbers will be are different than ours.
Hey,
if you're looking at getting numbers for full-time RV living, do your research. Call your insurance company. Hey, how much would it cost to insure this vehicle? How much? Call your travel health person and say how much would it cost for health insurance.
Or go and look at Bob and Pearl's page.
Right. Bob and Pearl from Next Exit do tons of number crunching.
Every month.
If you're a numbers person, check out their
spreadsheet.
Place. Yes, exactly. All right. What are we at? We got 8 minutes. We're almost at 9 minutes. We are on question number 10. We're doing good. We might even get this done in 20 minutes.
Our numbers in U.S. or Canadian funds, we almost always put them in U.S. funds.
That's
Number
correct.
one, everybody knows what U.S. funds are. Canadians can do the math pretty fast, and it fluctuates. It wouldn't be the equal to have Americans do the math all the time because it doesn't make sense for them.
Yeah, so we do convert everything over to U.S. whenever we're giving you our numbers. $385 a month for rent. That's in American dollars.
So it'd be about $500,000 Canadian.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of which, this question was, how much does it cost to get to the USA with the exchange rate? I'm not exactly sure what you're asking as far as get to the USA. It's going to depend on where you are and where you're coming from. But we will tell you that right now the exchange rate is...
it's $1.30 Canadian for every US dollar.
So for us to buy a US dollar, it costs us $1.30. So you do the math on that and you start adding up things. Like if you're going to buy a computer or a big ticket item like tires, there's a huge difference in that. And when we joke around and say, it's about $5,000 Canadian or $5 million Canadian, sometimes it really does feel like that. So that's
right.
Just the way it is.
But it's your choice in most cases, it's your choice when you buy something or don't buy something.
Yeah.
All right.
Question number 12.
How long did you save up for RV living full time?
We did not save up. So we decided instead to sell everything. So we sold our house, we sold our businesses, we sold our motorcycles, we sold everything. So that's how we were able to afford full-time RV life, to be able to get the motorhome and get on the road and get doing things. So if you're not able to, or you don't want to sell your home, you could just save up for a few years, I guess, and have the money that you need to get started. But that we didn't save up. We just sold everything. And we're glad we did.
That's right. Now, the next question is, how did you get money? How do you get money each month? Well, I have a job, and I take care of some schools with certain products that they're working with, and it's something I can do while I'm on the road. And I also...
what kind of stuff when you on the road? What kind of work?
Well,
like, he does a lot of
phone calls.
emails.
I do work with them on a couple of projects that they're working on, and I also work camp during the summer.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how we get money while we're on the road. The other thing we do, obviously, is YouTube. So another question is, why do you do sponsored videos and Patreon and sell coffee? Sometimes it feels like we're selling out, guys, and we are not selling out. We feel that we're earning our income. So
we're creating multiple streams of income.
Yeah, and it does cost.
If you're not familiar with what that means, it means a little bit of money from a few different places. That's all.
Exactly. So that's another way that we do have our income source is through our YouTube channel. So
now to say that, Thursday videos.
Oh yes.
With Living Light RV. We're going to keep them the same.
It's not going to change. We keep Thursday videos to be our vlogs, our life,
our fun,
the things we're learning, things we can share with you, helping you guys be inspired to grab life by the tail. That is Thursday videos. Those will always be Thursday videos.
Correct.
We save our sponsorship videos, our product reviews, our anything along those lines for probably a Sunday. We usually release those on a Sunday evening. Same with live streams, those kind of things are not Thursdays. Thursdays are different. They are always reserved for you.
Almost.
That won't change.
Like if we do a live stream, it might be a Thursday once or twice in a year.
But it's not our preference. We like to do
we'll keep Thursdays
videos.
Good.
Yes. Exactly.
Now, if you want to follow us on Patreon,
Yeah.
If you do that, you can go over to Patreon. You can see the stuff that's happening there. You don't have to sign up or anything like that, and you can see certain things. If you do want to be a part of Patreon with us and support us and you'll see what our goals are. You can have different tiers of sponsorship, and you'll be able to see different content that gets produced just for Patreons.
Yeah, and we did have somebody that was concerned that the good stuff or the best stuff will be for Patreon, and that's actually not true. We hope that all of our content is good, that all of it is good quality. And what you'll see on Patreon is more behind the scenes stuff and a little more personal, more one-on-one kind of information, live video updates, that kind of thing. So it's a fun place to hang out on Patreon, but don't feel that if you can't do Patreon that you're going to be missing out, because you won't be missing out. We'll still be doing Thursday videos. So go ahead and check that out. It's patreon.com/livinglightRV. And we would love to see you over there. We're having a good time over there. We have a few patrons already, and we're having some good fun over there.
We got some good goals, too.
And P.S., you don't have to support us financially in order to follow us on Patreon. So we do recommend that you go over there and check it out, whether you want to support financially or not. We got to move on. We are at 13 minutes and 47 seconds.
Oh, my goodness. I'm just going to mention coffee once. We have Living Bold RV coffee in Canada for Canadians. if you like a good cup of coffee, a great cup of coffee,
It's so good.
see what you can find there. We'll send it off right there. Okay, quick.
Question number 15, will you do work camping again? The answer is yes. I know,
yeah, because we need to.
Suckers for punishment. No, we actually do need to financially.
Yeah.
Obviously, it will be at a different campground than we did before. If you're not familiar with what we're talking about, we did work camping last summer and we got fired. So you can find that video in the description below. And yeah, it's slightly entertaining. It was horrible. Anyway,
it was not fun.
we are excited to try this again with a new manager, a new campground. With the experience that we have under our belt, hopefully we'll be able to make this work well.
Meeting people.
And we're excited to show you guys that experience on a positive level instead of it being negative, because last year was pretty negative. So yes, we will be doing that in the summer in Alberta. So we'll give you more details on that as it happens.
Next question, do you miss your kids? And that's how do we deal with that?
We miss our kids. We really do miss our kids, especially at the holidays or on their birthdays or special moments.
We know a lot of you guys miss your kids because you tell us that.
Yeah, so that's just something that comes with the territory when you're doing full-time RV life. We do a lot of phone calls.
Yeah.
We do video calling. Anna did come down and visit us for Christmas, which was fantastic. If you are able to fly and go hang out with your kids for a bit, definitely do that. I'm hoping that we can do that in the future, that we'll have the funds to do that.
A lot of you drive home for the holidays for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks.
And now our kids are in Alberta, so when we are up there work camping, we will be able to visit them, which is awesome. So we're looking forward to that.
All right. That was not a ninja star.
Okay.
Okay, here's a
question number 17.
Here's an interesting question.
This is kind of an awkward question, but we're gonna go with it anyway.
This was asked us. Does it get annoying or weird when people recognize you?
We love it. We love it when you guys recognize us. When we're walking down the street, you're like, hey, are you Kent and Lisa from Living Light RV? Or, hey, I recognize your smile. Or, hey, I recognize your voice. We've had these comments and these interactions with you guys, and we absolutely love it. So keep it coming. If you see us somewhere in a park or out at a Walmart or whatever, come and say hi. We do want to give you a bit of a caveat, though, is that we have a pretty good schedule. I mean, we have lots of work we have to get done. So the best way to connect with us is either to say hi to us in person when you see us, or if you just see us parked somewhere and you want to touch base, Instagram is the quickest, easiest way to connect with us, because I do get notifications on my phone with Instagram. So you can just send me a direct message and say, hey, I just saw you in the park. Can we get together for coffee? We'll probably book an appointment and say, hey, how about Friday afternoon or whatever. So that works really well.
Also, email will work.
Email also works. I don't check my email as often as I check my Instagram, though. It could be 2 or 3 days before I check in email. But if you don't have Instagram, go ahead and email. So, or obviously say hi to us when you see us. So we love it. We love meeting you guys. It's so great.
One more weird question that came up. Is Lisa's hair fake? How do you keep it nice while boondocking?
Okay, first of all, I think it's hilarious because I don't keep it nice when I'm boondocking. I think that's pretty funny. And sometimes I don't feel like my hair looks great at all, but it is not fake. It's real. This is legit real hair. That question was asked on our 1 year in review video, and I kind of like dressed up a little. I curled my hair, and I think that's why she's like, that doesn't even look real, because it looked different, but it was my real hair. This is my real hair. When we're boondocking, how many minutes do we have? I've got a couple minutes.
We're good.
When we're boondocking, I do make sure that I wash it really good before. Dry shampoo is your friend. And I got a tip from Jeanette at the Traveling Pisces. She said to straighten your hair before you go boondocking. And yes, I do that, and it does work. Thanks, Jeanette, for the tip on that. And wear a hat. I wear hats all the time because sometimes after a couple of days, it's just gross. Ponytails, hats, messy bun, you're good to go.
And I like to keep my hair shorter.
All right. Oh, yes. Kent does keep his hair short for that reason, because he can just quickly...
19.
We have 18. We're at 18 minutes.
How do you get ready for winter months?
Excuse me?
How do you get ready for winter months?
Winter months, okay, for clothing, we have all seasons of clothing in the rig with us, so that keeps us warm. As far as the moisture in the rig, you guys, winter is horrible. We get so much condensation on our windows. We are looking into different dehumidifiers. We've been using the bead stuff, and they're not working. It's just too wet in here. So
I've seen them work, but not yet.
If you have a good tip for dehumidifiers, yes, I know we can get the ones that you can plug in, but we boondock a lot. So we need something non-electric that will absorb moisture.
Yeah.
So we're looking into that. We'll let you know if we find anything. If you know of something, let us know.
We like being into 1,000 Trails campgrounds because we can plug-in heaters.
Okay, we're running out of time. We use our electric heaters when we're at campgrounds. We use our buddy heater to keep us warm, and we will run the furnace to keep the underbelly warm so that our pipes don't freeze. You can also, when you're full hookups, let the water drain and drip so it doesn't freeze. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're at 19 minutes.
How much stuff do you have in storage? 2 totes.
The big totes, like the big ones.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're really big.
Yeah.
Person could almost fit in one, but that's fine. We have 2 of them in storage.
Yes, and one bin has our motorcycle gear in it. The other bin has memorabilia stuff, baby clothes, wedding pictures, that kind of stuff.
Your stuff.
Wedding pictures are yours?
Oh, that's right.
Anyway, that's all we have in storage, but I do want to say we have 30 seconds left. If you want to go full time and the idea of getting rid of all of your stuff and downsizing to that level freaks you out, don't worry about it. Put your stuff in storage. Don't even sell your house. Do whatever you need to do. Get on the road, get your rig, get going, and you can deal with your stuff later. Don't let that stop you from going to grab life by the tail.
For 8 months out of there every year.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be full time.
Do what works for you.
Yeah.
That's it. We did 20 questions in 20 minutes.
Woohoo!
Ding, 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 ding. Stop. Actually, we did about 19 minutes and 59 seconds. That's pretty impressive. You guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you had fun with it. If you have more questions for us, go ahead and leave that in the comments below, and we'll do another one of these eventually.
Yeah.
And we do keep track of those questions. This was really fun. My name's Lisa.
My name's Kent, and I'm Living Light RV.
No, we're Living Light RV.
We're Living Light RV, like I said.
We are grabbing life by the tail. We hope you are also doing so, and we will see you next Thursday.